en nuestro condado. Cuídense mucho. Hasta pronto.
You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you had the most fantastic weekend. It was filled with lots of great things, smiles, and love. It's Monday morning here at Good Morning Vail on TV8. You feel a little bit about that fall feeling coming through. We're going to talk about what's going on with weather. We have some great guests. If you love art, stick around because we have some wonderful guests with regards to that and so much more. Sit back and relax, everybody. Good Morning Vail on TV8 starts right now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come on, we'll make you feel right at home. Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Welcome to the TV8 Weather Studio. We're going to take a look and see what the weather's going to bring us for the whole week, especially today. We're going to have partly cloudy skies by 8 a.m., 52 degrees. 72 will be your high today. We only have a 25% chance of precipitation as we take a look throughout the day. Mostly partly cloudy skies throughout the entire day. By 4 p.m., it'll be 70 degrees. It'll get low at noon at 66. And then by 8 p.m., 62 degrees. So not a lot of heat today. Cloudy skies in the evening. And then in Eagle, it's going to be 45% chance of precipitation, 78. 72 in Vail with a 25% chance of rain. In Denver, 87 with a 25% chance of rain and 25% chance of precipitation also in Avon at 75 degrees. Taking a look at tonight, partly cloudy skies throughout the evening with a crescent moon. 46 degrees is our overnight low, and we may see a chance of rain at 15% while we sleep. Taking a look at the full week, tomorrow it changes up. Tomorrow is a full sunny day, 77 for your high and 50 for your low. Wednesday, mostly sunny skies, also 77 for your high and 49 for your low. 15% chance of precipitation by Thursday, partly cloudy skies, 75 for your high and 46 for your low. Then by Friday, we have full sunshine all over again, 78 for your high and 49 for your low. And then by Saturday, 15% chance of precipitation, 76 degrees for your high and 50 degrees for your low. We're going to have about medium percent chance of humidity. So enjoy, get out, enjoy all of the beautiful things that our beautiful community has to offer. We'll be right back with Good Morning Vail on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Stevie Lee Woods presents Nashville Roadhouse Live, where country meets rock and roll.
It's where I drank my first beer, where I found Jesus, where I wrecked my first car, I tore it all to pieces. Join us every week for more live performances right here on Nashville Roadhouse Live.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Hi there! Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
For the latest and greatest trends in pop entertainment, Popstar Today brings you compelling celebrity lifestyle stories that matter most to you. From movies, music, TV, and streaming shows, to fashion, social media influencers, and the latest on who is seeing who. Join host Elizabeth Stanton as she digs deep and dives in. This is Pop Star Today.
Daily Flash Latino. Designed for the American Latino audience, Daily Flash Latino hosts Jessica Reyes and Fabian Marcano deliver their fresh perspective on the latest entertainment news, celebrity gossip, fashion, health, and more in both English and Spanish, aka Spanglish. Daily Flash Latino builds, connects, and celebrates the diverse Hispanic audience. Daily Flash Latino, trending news and entertainment with a splash of Spanglish.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to your Monday edition of Good Morning Vail on TV8. I'm your host, Liz, and what better way to kick off your morning than with a great recipe? Y'all know Cooking with Tracy. Well, she's going to show us something that sounds delicious. It is zucchini fritters. Are you guys ready to see what it's all about? Let's check it out and see.
Welcome back. You're watching Colorful Cooking with Tracy Miller, and I'm Tracy. Thanks for joining us. All right, we're gonna get down and dirty in the kitchen with a pretty easy recipe. And this is a recipe that I decided to share with you because everybody asked me for it. Anytime I make it for anybody, when I'm catering, they want this recipe. And it's a vegan recipe as well. So a lot of people are really excited about that. We start off with 3 small zucchinis, and I have shredded the zucchini in my food processor. So what you do after you shred the zucchini, squeeze it out. You'll be shocked how much water there is in there. And then we're gonna put some green onions in there too, just to give it a little bit of a kick. So I took I say we do about a 1/4 cup of green onions and just slice them as small as you can. Get them going all the way. They smell really good. Green onions are spring onions, so they're of course in season right now. They're very fragrant. They're really good for you. Of course, put about a 1/4 cup. So we have 3 cups of the zucchini, a 1/4 cup of the green onion, and then what we're gonna do is put some salt and pepper. When you are seasoning your food, I don't care what it is, don't be wimpy about it. Like, be pretty generous, especially with veggies. They need salt, they need pepper, they need some good flavors. Okay, my pan is warming up, so I'm gonna put a little bit of olive oil in it. And this is what I like because we're not deep fat frying them. We're not gonna get as many calories, but we're still gonna get a nice flavor. And it's nice and warm right here. So now we have our salt and pepper, we have our zucchini, we have a little bit of green onion, and I'm gonna put a little tarragon in there too. And when you're using dried herbs, just use a little bit and like smush them around in your finger a little. That kind of wakes up the herb, and you can now smell the tarragon. It smells so good. And I'm gonna do a tiny, tiny pinch of nutmeg. Don't overdo that one or else you'll taste it the whole time. So typically I would put an egg in here, but I was working with some vegan customers the other day and I didn't put the egg in there, and I like it better this way. So if you feel like it's not clumping together enough, you can put an egg in, but I would say about a 1/2 cup of flour. So we're gonna get that in there. And interestingly enough, I told you to drain out all the water, but we're gonna add just a little bit of water so that that is a binder. That's gonna bind everything together. And here we go. This is when you get really messy. See how that's all coming together, and it's kind of starting to stick together too. So we're gonna make little zucchini balls out of this, and then we're gonna put them in the pan and fry them lightly on each side. So what happens, this is a real quick process actually. See how easy this is? I mean, I hope people still hire me to make them zucchini fritters because it's so easy that I wonder if you won't anymore. And now we're gonna make little balls out of it. So we'll go like this. I'm gonna bust out a whole bunch of these. They don't even have to be like that pretty. When you're putting them into your pan, you wanna hear your pan sizzle. So I'm gonna crank this up a little bit because we're gonna put a bunch of cold zucchini in a pan and try to get it to sear up. So that means the pan is not gonna be quite as hot. All right, so here we go, making these little balls. This is a fun thing to do with the kids too. And like I said, the vegans, they just really, really like this. And they're kind of hearty. So if you wanted to bring them on a picnic or when you're hiking or something like that, they're easy to transport and they'll fill you up. All of our friends who have gardens around here are about to start getting a lot of zucchini. So we'll give them this recipe. They'll give you their zucchini. You make some of these for them and everybody's happy. These don't take long, so you kind of want to keep your eye on them. If you overcook them, the zucchini will get a little bit mushy and it won't be quite as good. What happens at the perfect cooking temperature is the zucchini kind of melts. It melts in your mouth. It's so creamy and delicious. Okay, we are gonna switch it up and not make it vegan anymore because we're gonna make a little aioli for the topping of these zucchini fritters. But first, let me see if they're ready. They're sizzling. It's kind of getting hot in here. They're sizzling. Let's see. Nah, that's not crispy enough. I mean, it could be if you want to be like that, but we are going to crisp it up just a little bit more. And look at how little olive oil I have in there. And I cook with olive oil over any heat. A lot of people say you can't cook with olive oil if the heat's too high, and olive oil will burn, but when you're making stuff like this and you're sauteing vegetables and something in the frying pan, you can use just a little bit of olive oil. See, it's not even soaked in there. So we're keeping the calories low. We're keeping the health benefits high. We are working with anti-inflammatory foods. Okay, real quick while these cook and then I flip them over, let's make an aioli for this. Aioli is super easy if you want to use some sour cream. What I do is about a quarter cup of sour cream, quarter cup of mayonnaise, a whole bunch of fresh basil, like the whole thing. And it's gonna it smells so good in here. When I was setting up, everyone's like, what's that? Somebody's like, are those mojitos? No, they're not. It's actually basil and it's just fresh. And all of this stuff is about to be harvested right now. So we're looking pretty good. I do lemon zest, and when you're gonna zest your lemon, make sure you buy an organic one if you can. Use your zester. This just gives it the lemon flavor that you really need, like so good, so fresh, so much lemon. Of course, we need a little bit of the juice. So I'm just gonna cut this bad boy, which is a nice lemon, not a lot of seeds. That's always nice. We're gonna cut this. We're gonna put some salt and pepper in there because basically, look at that juicy lemon. Yum, that's so delicious. Okay, and now I'm gonna put some salt and pepper in here. I'm gonna blend this when we go to break so you can just hear every word I'm saying right now. This is starting to sizzle up. It smells good. We're gonna flip these zucchini fritters. I think it's time. So it's about 4 minutes on each side, and then you actually just let them rest for a moment. Put some of the aioli on them if you want that, and enjoy them. If you want your aioli to be a vegan aioli, instead of using the sour cream and the mayonnaise, you can use avocado. So that would make it vegan. We're gonna have all the recipes on the website, so if you do wanna make these, and I highly suggest you do, then we will have those on the website. Thanks for joining us.
This is Necklace. This easy-to-use, non-surgical alternative improves the appearance of sagging skin around your neck and jawline. Made from medical-grade tape, Necklace lasts up to 10 hours, giving you a firmer, smoother look all day long.
This is the one that works.
Starting on one side, peel off to expose adhesive and affix it beneath your earlobe. Stretch the strip around the back of your neck until it reaches the other side. Remove the white backing from the other end of the strip and attach under the other earlobe. Go ahead and take your hair down.
Wow, look at that! Necklace really is the one that works.
Women everywhere are thrilled with the results.
Necklace is my time machine and I'm loving life again.
Necklace is way better than surgery. It's cheaper and it's easier.
Oh wow, took like 2 years off in here.
Well, I like it. It's like a mini facelift.
Oh, it totally works.
Think I need a box or two.
Use the on-screen QR code or visit sagnomore.com to order now. We even give you a money-back guarantee. Try Necklace today.
Coming up this season on Ready, Set, Renovate, we see one couple fall in love with a waterfront fixer-upper.
It sort of wrapped its arms around us and said, you want me, and we did.
And watch as another battles over the budget.
We're trying to look through and see where we can trim at this point.
Are you looking to trim it, Ginger?
No.
No.
Construction pros show us the right way to renovate.
Well, we had to do a roof over. We had to hand build a lot of the trusses.
As we're putting the thin set down, the self-leveler has a little clip that clips up underneath the edge of the tile.
You know TV8 Vail has great local content, but did you know about our production services? Hire an expert to develop your website reel, commercials, live stream events, studio production, and more. If you can dream it, we can help you do it. TV8 delivers high-quality content in both English and Spanish. Contact us today to discuss your next project. Email Danielle at tv8vail.com or call 970-628-9881.
America was built on a love for the outdoors. We are a nation of sportsmen, blessed with magnificent natural resources. With broad interests across water and field, we are united in our devotion to nature and conservation. Join us every week for the best shows celebrating the outdoor lifestyle. Outdoor America. Live free.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Liz. We have a morning filled with wonderful guests, and you are a really wonderful guest. I love what you do in our community. You're like, really? I am?
It's a great way to start the week right
Why
there.
not? This is James Kenley and everybody from the Vail Symposium, and you are the executive director. Yeah, you know, I tried touching him, but he wouldn't let me. So this is really exciting. The Vail Symposium is a really great organization here in our community. Yeah. And you guys really do a lot of things. They go from fun, they go to important, they go to serious, they go to really educational, and so many other great things through the Vail Symposium. You were talking with me off camera. The first thing I want to touch is this mental health thing that you have coming up in September, which is just a couple of weeks away.
Just a few weeks away.
Now tell me all about that, because this is something that I think is really important in our community. I think our emotional well-being and mental health is really important. So what do you guys have planned?
Yeah, this is a big issue in our community, and it touches all of us.
Yes, it does.
So the program is called Mountains and Minds.
I like it.
The tagline is a mental health summit to strengthen community.
Wow.
So it's 2 days. It's Friday night, September 13th, and all day Saturday, September 14th, and there are a bunch of components to it. There are three of us that partnered to create it. So the Vail Symposium, the Villar Performing Arts Center, which is awesome, and that's where it'll be held. The Villar will be our host.
Okay.
And a guy named Benj Gershman,
who we know who
our
that
community should be familiar with. He's in OAR. He's a founding bass player for OAR. Right. He was here at the Mountain Games,
and
the GoPro Mountain
the
Games.
Gerald Ford Amphitheater.
And they just sold out the amphitheater. So when he was here for the GoPro Mountain Games in June, he spoke on the Collab stage with an artist, a visual artist that our community is familiar with, named Pat Milbury. He has the Heart of the Valley artwork throughout the Avon roundabouts and the big mural in the rec center, and the parking structure in Vail and many other projects.
I love seeing all that. It just makes your day happy.
So Benj, in addition to being a rock star, also has just created a podcast called What Could Be Bad, and it's focused on elevating and destigmatizing mental health conversation.
Hey, I'm in competition.
So Benj, Cameron, and I got together at the Mountain Games and dreamed up an event that our community can really be proud of, focused on mental health.
That's wonderful. What are you going to do there?
Yeah.
I want to know what kind of
so
activities, I guess.
Friday night is a nice dinner on the stage at the Villar Center, only 100 people, tables on the stage. And there's a program with our new friend named Adam Bornstein. Adam's a New York Times bestseller. He's a nutritionist. He's partnered with Arnold Schwarzenegger in a project called The Pump. So he will curate the dinner, crafting the menu.
It's all healthy, obviously.
And indeed it is. And we'll have a talk about the connection between nutrition and mental wellness. And so we'll all be sitting in nice tables on the Valar, looking up at all the seats.
Well, you're going to be like stars eating.
Indeed.
I
So
like
that's
that.
Friday night. Saturday morning, there's a private event that starts the day. People might be familiar with Chef Robert Irvine. He's a celebrity chef. Restaurant Impossible is the name of one of his
I've
shows.
heard of that.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
He has a foundation. One of the projects of the foundation is called Breaking Bread with Heroes.
Oh, I
So
love the way
his team is curating a breakfast for our local first responders, military, and veterans.
Oh, I love that.
So we're working on curating that group now. That'll start the day. And then the public program starts at 10 o'clock. During this program, in the Valar Center, we'll have live podcast recordings of Benj's podcast. So live audience, and Benj will talk with Pat Milbury. He'll talk with Chef Robert Irvine in those 2 podcast recordings. Judith Landau will present to us. She's an international, for us, she's a superstar. We're the geeks, right? So she's an intellectual superstar, but she consults with the World Health Organization on multi-generational trauma and resiliency modeling.
Okay.
So she'll present, and then she'll also participate in a panel with our local providers. Vail Health Behavioral Health, Speak Up, Reach Out, Your Hope Center, Early Childhood Partners,
Oh
et
my
cetera.
God, all the most amazing
So
organizations.
it's a national level conversation with a local lens.
I love this.
And so there are a few other components that are coming together throughout the day. The evening session, Saturday night, still at the Valar Center, we will be, I think, the 4th or 5th screening of a new film called Feel It All, created by Drew Peterson. Drew's a professional skier. He's an ultra runner. He's a shaggy blonde guy. You may recognize his picture if you see it.
His father didn't found Harley Davidson, did he?
You know, I can't speak to that. That's out of my
I
depth.
used to
there.
know
I
a
don't
Drew
know.
Peterson.
So Drew just did the Leadville 100.
Wow.
The film just came out last week. So we're going to screen the film. We'll talk with Drew, and then we have a concert with
you
our
guys
friend
are
Stephen
just
Kellogg.
killing it.
Yeah. So again, the mission is to elevate and destigmatize mental health conversation. And we really want people to get a sense of where we've come from here in Eagle County and this incredible investment and energy in the last few years to build out our infrastructure and our provider network and where we can go. So for folks who live here in Eagle County, we really want people to have an understanding of what's available here.
Yes.
And if you don't live here and you're coming up for the event, we want you to be able to have a conceptual understanding of the provider network here in Eagle County so that you can go home to wherever you live and know who to start talking to about how to enhance the experience in your local community.
I just think that's amazing, and we do have a lot of different outreaches, and so the fact is that everybody has something that can work for them and maybe not work for them. So the fact that you're going to introduce a variety to people gives them an understanding that, okay, maybe that doesn't work for me, but that might. So that's what's really, really special about this.
Yeah, good insight. Right on.
No, I love that.
There should be something for everyone in here. I would say it's family friendly. It's probably not young kid friendly. There'll be some heavy themes, right? We'll talk about depression and suicide. We'll talk about behavioral disorders and so on. So, but our teenagers in our community are feeling these issues and they're seeing them every day. And so we'll leave it to parental discretion. But for all the rest of us, for employers and employees, for athletes and adventurers, for academics and intellectuals, for people who are retired, grandparents, parents, there's something really for everyone in this conversation.
Absolutely. People can have lifelong mental health issues. People can have mental health issues that have just come about because of loss or anything like that, or health reasons. So there's always a way that somebody can reach out here in our community. And I just think it's really special that you're doing this and to have so many people in a beautiful atmosphere and with food and music. I mean, really, what could go wrong?
What could be bad?
No, I think this is what a beautiful thing you guys are doing. It's really a great commitment and something that's a service to our community. That's the most important. And when you bring up the youth, I think it's sort of important to them, depending on the age bracket, because we lose a lot of young people here.
We do.
To suicide, and it's very sad, and it hurts my heart. I've known many, and I just think that something that you are doing can bring light to such a subject where I believe the stigma is being lifted already. I think it needs a little bit more work.
Yep.
Because some people still feel like nervous or ashamed to go reach out.
Yep, and it's important to note there is a lot of energy around this in our community. We are. It takes a village, and our village is working on this. And so we're not pretending like we've got a silver bullet or there's a solution. We're trying to contribute to the momentum,
Right.
To highlight the people who are doing the work in our community,
Yes.
And to leverage some star power from these folks to help that sense of normalcy that we all wrestle with this in one time or another.
And it's interesting how sometimes a celebrity can just make us pay more attention than somebody that's just not a person that's on the main screen or something like. It's just interesting like that. But if they have an issue, I'm going to tune in because if they do, then it's normal.
Yep.
Interesting.
So September 13th and 14th, Mountains and Minds, and you can find more information at ValarPAC.org. The Valar Center is managing all the ticketing and all the info. So
that's
Valar
wonderful.
PAC.
And then they have their Fall Underground Sound coming up, so we can find out
Indeed
about
they
that
do.
also.
Yep.
Now we have just about a minute left. Is there anything else through the Vail Symposium that you'd like to share with everybody?
Well, maybe just for a bit of levity.
Okay.
This coming Saturday, August 31st, at 5 o'clock at Vail Mountain School in their auditorium, we are thrilled to welcome John Foley. He's a former solo captain of the Blue Angels.
Ooh, I love
He
that.
is a Top Gun. He flew with Tom Cruise in the films. He's energetic, motivational. This one is fully family friendly. He wants to engage with all the kids. He's going to share stories. The title is Flying Upside Down and 18 Inches Apart. Is the name of this program.
Wow, I love that. Flying upside down and 18 inches apart. I can really play with that title.
So
but
a
I'm
little
not
bit
going
of
to.
levity
This is
into
great.
the conversation.
Well, we need a little levity also
Yeah.
because levity is also great for our mental health. So
Indeed it is.
This is exciting. Oh gosh, we're going to have somebody that was with Tom Cruise and we have all this wonderful stuff. I can't thank you enough for being
Well,
here.
thank you for
the
having
Vail
me.
Symposium, one more time, give us the information how people can reach out and get information for what's going on.
VailSymposium.org is our website. We have 10 more programs before Halloween, and then we'll launch a full winter season sometime this fall.
Year-long help with the Vail Symposium, a wonderful organization. I cannot thank you enough for
Thank
being
you.
here with us. You guys
Thanks,
have
Liz.
a great time, and I look forward to all of the wonderful events that you have coming
Thank
up.
you so much.
I'm so happy to have him here. This is wonderful. Check it out, Vail Symposium, everybody, as well as the Valar Center's website. We'll be right back with more Good Morning Vail right after this.
Good morning, Vail.
It's time for the best coverage of the top stories in sports. The Sports Wrap with Jason Page starts now.
How do you make Anthony Edwards the face of your franchise if you're the Minnesota Timberwolves? We'll get into that.
And we say hello to our good friend Matt Verderam, who hangs out with us from SI.com. They're NFL insider. One of them is hanging out with us on the program today. Did you see Caitlin Clark last night? She put up a 40-burger, hits the game-winning three as time expires. Let's turn our attention to the Denver Broncos, one of the NFL's most dysfunctional situations.
The Sports Wrap with Jason Page.
For fun and adventure, join me on Elizabeth Stanton's Great Big World. Find out where I'll be going next and which celebrities I'll be bringing along with me. I'll show you amazing destinations with lots to explore, and you'll get to know my celebrity guests the way they really are, up close and personal. We'll travel the world, experience new cultures, and together, try to make a difference. I'm Elizabeth Stanton, saying the world's a big place, and I'm going to show it to you.
Welcome back to your Monday edition of Good Morning Vail on TV8. I'm Liz, and we are just going to keep on rolling with wonderful guests. We have two guests sitting with me, Lenka and Glenda. We're going to start with you, Lenka, because who doesn't love art? And you have so many great things going on through art. And I know you guys work together as well, but then you are also your own entity. So yeah, you are. So what you see around me, surrounded by beautiful art. So I know you've seen Lenka before. When I first started, you came on and painted with a bunch of kids.
Yes.
And it was just the most fun. That was a few years ago. But tell us what's going on lately and how we can get involved and get the classes that you guys are giving and add a little creativity to our worlds, because we all need it.
Yes, so this Wednesday, actually, you can join me painting that beautiful piece. We're going to be adding a little cottage as well, and that's in Recreation Center in Edwards on Wednesday, 5:30. And then I have the same painting on Thursday, 12:30 to 2:30. So moms can pick up the children at 3 p.m. So come and paint with me at the Recreation Center District. We trying to bring the community classes to the Recreation Center, and I think it's growing and it's fun.
Yeah.
And hopefully.
And this is pretty.
Yeah, hopefully you have time and come to join us.
I love this. Look.
It's like the feeling of.
This makes me feel like tiptoe through the tulips.
The fall colors.
Yeah,
coming up,
yeah.
and
It
the
just
late
comes to
summer.
life. It comes to life, and I love the gold and everything else like that.
Yes.
So explain to people how easy your classes are, because people go in there and you don't have to know anything about painting, and then you take us on a guided tour, basically.
Yes, I teach step by step. So
Yes.
it's all this is acrylics. And I show you how to paint from the back to the front, how to do little details. I have master degrees in teaching art. I teach, this is my 15th year with the Colorado Mountain College as well, where I teach credit classes. So it's fun. I love teaching adults and kids. And Glenda actually painted with me as well. So
I
she
love
can-
that.
Our group did. Our Family Leadership Training Institute group had her come. Well, she's part of the Family Leadership Training Institute. And we were like, let's paint with Lenka.
Oh,
and it was
I love that.
wonderful.
I can't wait to hear more about that institute too. But let me. So you did. I heard you quickly say you have your master's.
Yes.
Wow. I always get impressed with people that have a master's. I don't know why. Now I know you do private classes and everything, and you also teach through the college, Colorado
Yes.
Mountain College. So
Yes.
you can actually get credit for taking art classes when you're in college. I did that when I was.
Yeah,
And I
perfect.
mean, I loved every second of it because it's such an outlet. It gives you this feeling of accomplishment and creativity and just your
Yes.
mindset. And I just look at all these paintings. Are these what you do in your private classes or through the college?
I do them on both. I do have a lot of classes coming up in my own studio in Eagle.
Well, you can tell everybody about that
yes,
too, you
so
know.
you can come join me in Eagle and paint. We can do some wooden pieces as well.
Ooh, that's
and
wood.
Canvases, yeah, it's beautiful. The fall is coming, right? The leaves are falling down. So,
Oh, no. Not yet, no, please.
so I brought some fall paintings. in
Actually, they
here.
do make you
This
feel
one
excited
is-
about it.
This one, it's a wonderful. This is more like a college level, but I did it with people in my studio, and little children did this one as well.
Wow.
It's a lot of work, but it's doable. It's beautiful
So
painting.
let me hold this up for people to see. This is absolutely stunning. Can you imagine painting this, you guys, on your own?
You know, when you come from hike, right? You
Right.
are so excited. to
So
do
when
all these
I
colors.
took one of your classes, I always thought I was pretty creative, pretty artistic. And then we painted a bus, a VW bus. And I have to say, mine was so bad. It was really bad, but I had fun doing it.
Yes.
And that's the most important thing. You shouldn't go into one of your classes feeling like you have to be perfect and you have to be spot on and get all the strokes right, because you're learning.
Yes, that's
And then
process.
the more classes you take,
Yeah.
the more you grow. And
I agree.
I think you've probably come up with people that have become pretty good artists.
Yes,
like a
that's
lot
true.
of kids are
Yes.
really, really talented.
That's true. Many people, they came to the classes. They now selling art all over, and Yeah, it's true. It's more you do it, you're getting better and better. And it's about the technique. So, you know, when you learn how the acrylic works, how the colors, when you're layering them, how the canvas works, everything together, then you make better pieces, right?
Right, right. And the colors are so vibrant and happy. There's something, this was my, I don't know why, this was my favorite. Because it's flowers and it's happy and it's bright and it's exciting. And this actually doesn't look like as much difficult, as something like this. So the cool thing is you have different levels.
Yes.
So, you know, like an intermediate or beginning and things like that. So people can actually get involved and make a painting, start maybe with something like this. I'm not saying that looks super easy, but it looks a lot easier.
That's true,
than
that's true.
this.
And this is what we just did at the Recreation Center class, and I'm trying to do like a little easier painting so everyone can accomplish and be happy with it.
So now you're at the rec center, you're at the college, and you're also at a private studio in your house. So what do you recommend for people who want to check out one of these classes? What's their direction?
Yes, so the best is to email me info@lenkasplace.com.
Lenka's Place, Lenkas Place.
Yeah, lenkasplace.com, or message me on phone 970-471-1135, or just feel free to call me because I like to chat with you first and see what your level is.
Right,
and,
like the skill set maybe.
The skill set and what you're looking for, what you like to gain from this.
And the thing for me is I believe things like this are cathartic. I really feel like even if you're not, you know, some people, they want to be an artist. They want to come to you and they want to learn. Someone like me wants to go and enjoy myself and see if I can pull something off and have fun and just be amazed at the outcome of something, even if it's not fantastic.
It's it's therapeutic. That's what our group felt. It was just, you know, it kind of gave us a sense of calm.
Yeah.
Lincoln's very calming when she's teaching.
Yes.
And it just kind of brought us all together and bonded us. And it was just, the step-by-step guide. And you just came back out of it going, oh, that was just so, kind of relieving your stress. And
you can do it, right? You can enjoy yourself. And it's good for groups, for like a team building as well. I just had a wedding, like a bridal party in my house that was so much fun.
A bridal painting party?
Yes.
What a great idea. Wait a minute. Seriously, I mean, that's something so unique and you don't have to put bows on your head. I think that's the baby shower thing. I don't know, but still, what a great idea for parties or events or just to get people to connect with one another.
Yes.
And I know that I've taken your class more than once. I took one when we used to have Blue Plate, and I've taken one all the way over there in Eagle. It's not that far. I'm only kidding.
Not so far.
It's really not. I went with my friend Dina, and we had so much fun. And the cool thing is, you might not know anybody when you start. And even though you're in your own little mindset and in your world, you get connected with everybody that's in the class. You end up making friends, and you all end up having like a likeness that you enjoy together and that you can talk about. You can compare. You're like, I like yours better. Let's switch.
There's a commonality.
Like you become friends. It's a commonality.
That's true.
It's a like-minded situation where everybody wants to feel good and happy. Nobody leaves there mad. Unless they really did a terrible job.
No, usually it's fine. But many of these fall classes coming up, I'm having a Sunday scheduled for moms and children. They can come and paint together.
My God, mommy and me.
Yes, kind of for older kids a little bit when they can connect the paintings. So you have like a, you don't have 5 the same paintings at home, but you can connect them. I think I send you the picture with like 3 siblings when I have art camps, right? And 2-3 siblings come. I try to connect the painting, so it's one continuing painting. It's not the same
thing
painting 3
next
times.
to each other. I think that's a really magnificent idea, and then it's a family feel. So then people can say,
together.
"Wow, look at that! Well, Johnny painted that. I painted that, and Charlie painted that." And we made it one big happy family
yes.
painting. I think that's so beautiful.
So that's coming on Sundays afternoons when families can enjoy.
So that's on
themselves.
Sundays
Yes.
for moms and me's.
Yes.
Or maybe
daddies,
a dad. Yeah.
like
There might be a
families.
dad in me. You never know. It's a parent in me.
Yeah.
Let's do it like that because you never know who's the one that's going to be able to get the kid over there
You
anymore.
will need to come up with the name for me. How do I name this painting class?
I can come up with something pretty quick. Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
It's a family affair.
Family affair, something like that. Yeah.
I love that. That's really fun. And the fact is, I can't think of a medium more special and more cathartic, like you said, Glenda, and more rewarding than to just create something. Just to have something in your hands and just to look at something that you've done and to be guided by two professional people that know what they're doing, and the fact that you have the strokes down and you literally piece by piece. Like if I look at something like this, I'd be like overwhelmed at first.
Yes. But when we do
I'll
step
never
by
be able to
step,
do that.
yes.
But you literally do one at a time, and you show us, and you give us the clues on how to make the little white frosty thing, and you boop.
It's like a learning experience too. It's
Right.
not just fun usually. I last fall and winter we did classes in the El Segundo. That was about 25 to 30 people.
Wow.
And that was a big socializing event, right? Like a fun. If you want to learn really the technique, come to my studio. If you want to learn how to draw maybe more, you can schedule private classes. But if you want to do a fun thing, have some margaritas, right? And food dinner, then those classes in restaurants are fun.
Right.
And
Yeah,
they
the
coming up
cocktails and
too.
canvas
yes,
type of thing.
Yeah,
And
they
Link
come-
is always fun as an instructor.
In general, I know
Yes,
this.
right?
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to learn more about what you're doing, Glenda, over there, and all the other greatest things that we have. Art is part of our lives, and we want to connect with each other, and this is the great way to do it. We'll be right back with Good Morning Vail right here on TV8.
Good morning, Vail.
Learn the latest in science each week and how it relates to everyday life. From space exploration to plant biology to the latest in high-tech advances. Every new scientific development is explored and explained in an understandable way. Amazing stories each week. Watch Science Now.
Hi, I'm Ben Belgrad, and I'm the owner of Drinking Vessels here at Bat Country Studios in Minturn. And I've been in the Valley for 7 years. I moved to the Valley because a friend helped me to get my vision off the ground, building my glass studio here, and being so close to snowboarding. So here at the studio, we're acting as a broker for 50 to 100 artists from around the country. We also offer glassblowing classes, and we bring many artists from around the country here to be able to work and create art collaboratively and be so close to skiing and all the activities we have here in the Valley. Here at Drinking Vessels, we specialize in handmade glass drinkware from artists around the country and around the world. Some of these are produced as more of an item you could get in sets and kind of get different color options as time goes on. And some of these are completely one of a kind and really high-end art that's unlike anything people have seen before. While I'm an artist myself here at the studio, I'm representing between 50 and 100 other artists from around the country. And most of these artists are able to spend most of their time working on their art while we help handle their marketing and their sales and the distribution and representation, allowing them more time to focus on their art. That's really my privilege in running this business, is creating that support and providing that platform for this big group of artists that are part of a movement that's very important to me.
I'm Danella Richard. I've made a career traveling the world. I've worked for some of the biggest names in travel, and now I've traded in my business suit for a swimsuit. Swimming with the sharks, swinging at the edge of the world, throwing back a few shots, or shall I say spirits. eating some of the best cuisine, and even making a few furry friends along the way. I invite you to come along with me and discover the world.
Good morning, Vail.
Welcome back. I am here with Lenka and Glenda, and now we're going to touch on something special and important. Glenda, you wear a few hats for the Family Learning and Training Institute.
Yeah,
Did I get it right?
No,
No!
That's okay. Family Leadership Training Institute.
Well,
affectionately known as FLTI.
Okay.
We just shorten it.
I was practicing in my head during the
know.
break. I'm going to say it right. It's just a lot of words, but what you guys do is the most important thing. And yeah, FLTI is much easier to remember. Tell us all about that, and why is it important to our community, and what goes on, and what are you looking to do?
Yeah, so Linka is a graduate twice. She went through the program twice. It is a program, it's a lengthy program, but it's a program that really connects people to the community. It gives them tools for their leadership skills. They learn about government and how our systems work. And they are able to take all of what they've learned and they put it into a community project that they're passionate about and want to provide to the community after it's all over with.
So then something would come about, like a fundraiser or something like that?
It could be. It could just be a program. Last year we had a couple that just wanted to increase the social connectedness in our community.
Oh, I love that.
And they held a program for 6 weeks, and each week they did something a little bit different, and people came and they enjoyed each other, had some coffee and snacks, and just got to know more people in the community. One of the things we found in our community through our public health assessment is that we are not connecting socially, and it's a detriment in our community. So this program, not only does it build community within our participants, but then they go out and they build community as well.
Because they've learned the practices through you and the course.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's very interesting. So let's say there was somebody that wanted to
apply.
Yeah, well, there's that's coming. But what I was thinking is if somebody was interested in creating, like we had somebody on here earlier and they're going to have a summit for mental health. That's just an example. So if I wanted to do something like that, I would actually go to you, and then what do we learn?
Yeah, so you learn about project management and you learn how to put pieces in place to provide a program or a project or something that's of interest to you. And we do that through our 21 weeks that we're together.
Wow.
And we start in October, we don't end until April. So yeah, you're learning all those skills in order to be able to fulfill your project at the end.
I think that's amazing because a lot of people have an idea, but then they might not know how to implement it or go through all of the proper channels. And like you said, government, but you have to know certain things and certain laws and certain ways to go about things, because if you do it wrong, then it's a bust.
And this, I think you don't even need to have an idea to go in. You just want to be like a member of a community, or you're learning there to have your own voice.
I love
so,
that.
you know, that gave me the tools because I had a voice, right? I have a voice.
You have a voice,
and
I've heard.
You can change the community with just one person. So this is what the whole program gave me.
So the program for you, did it help you become an even better instructor and somebody to organize all of the classes that you do, and when you're at the college to be able to present easier and things like that?
Well, but I was very passionate about recycling. So I did a recycling project, and that's how you learn, like you as one person, you have a voice to change the community.
Right, but even learning about recycling, that teaches you how to present yourself in so many other ways in life.
And that's, our program does that too, because that's what we talk about, is you have to present yourself over and over again.
Yes.
And a lot of times you only have 2 or 3 minutes to do that. And so how are you going to do that in a short amount of time? And Linka talked about being a change maker. That's what this program is about.
I love that.
Making changes. And how do you go about making changes? Because we're all scared of change. You know, we want it to happen, but we're a little bit hesitant because what happens then when we do get change?
Right,
So-
right. Yeah, there's some of us like me that thrive on it for some weird reason, but most people get nervous about change because they're comfortable. People become
Yes.
very complacent.
Yeah.
And they want to, and if they want to break out of that complacency and maybe get a little bit more knowledge and things like that, what do you have like a curriculum? Do you have certain subjects that you
We
tackle?
do. We have a curriculum. It's out of Connecticut. It is a nationwide curriculum, though, and we, through Colorado State University, implement that. So we have an MOU with Connecticut, and we have to be faithful and to that curriculum. So they
Okay.
only let us use it if we're going to use it, and follow it. So yes, we have a theme. We have every week we have a different topic, and they build upon each other. So that, then the next week we come in and we talk about, well, what did we learn last week and how is that helping us this week? And
So it's all connected.
it is all
easily.
connected, yes.
And where are you located and how do people sign up for this amazing experience?
So the class is actually at Miller Ranch Community Center.
Oh.
My offices are in Eagle. We are part of the county, Eagle County government, so Colorado State University Extension. We have a little office across the street from the county building. People can email me, they can call me, they can apply online at FLTI of Colorado. And
Look, there it is. Now I can read it and know what I'm saying. Family Leadership Training Institute. Now, do you have people from all ages?
We do have, obviously adults, but
Right.
we have had a few youth. And so we're excited to hear that youth voice and to be able to listen to their concerns and their passions. And it's very interesting for the adults in the class to be able to hear that as well. But we have adults anywhere from 18 all the way through, 65, 70.
That's amazing.
So
you're never too young or too old to get some new knowledge and to be able to present yourself in a different light and to maybe be successful in an area that you weren't quite sure that you could do. There's so many tools that you can give to people to help them come out in a better space to create or to teach or to just public speak or their job their job in general. I would think it probably
Yes.
helps a lot for
increase
for
your
work.
confidence, right? And we, what was I going to say? I was building off of that one, but
I messed her up.
Yeah, you messed me up. That's okay, but we have a great time. We learn how to be a community. And then at the end, we have a wonderful graduation ceremony,
Aw.
and it's a lot of fun.
We have lots of friendships.
You should have a painting graduation ceremony. That would be perfect.
Well, that was a lot of fun when we did it as the group when Linka was in it, and we just had a blast. And like I said, it just really gave us another opportunity to form a group and to be able to just enjoy each other and just in a peaceful, very no stress situation. And I'm not a painter, and so for me it was kind of just stressful just thinking about that, like you
Right.
say, right? But it just was just so fun. and-
Calming.
yeah, very calming.
Even though you're nervous, you find out that it's actually calming and relaxed and
the friendship
everything
growing,
else.
and it was great.
So if we were going to combine and wrap up with this wonderful conversation, I know that you've taken Linka's classes and I know that you have taken Glenda's classes. So they
Nice.
both support each other, which is wonderful, and it's two different entities, but really it all falls together because it's all about community. It's all about getting everybody together and learning and growing together and respecting each other and just having a good time together.
And that's a lot of it, is just learning to network and build those coalitions and build those contacts so that who do you need to contact to make your project go forward, to make your program go forward.
I think that's
So-
wonderful. Glenda, let's get your information. You can talk to this camera here and tell everybody how to find you.
Yes, my name is Glenda Wentworth, so it's glenda.wentworth@eaglecounty.us. My cell phone number is 970-471-1097, and you can apply at fltiofcolorado.com, I think.
FLTI of Colorado.com. Okay, perfect. This is a really great course, and it takes a nice amount of time, which I like, so you have something to look forward to each week and every day, and that's really wonderful. I can't thank you enough for bringing light to this, because this is something more people should be involved in.
Yeah, please
Absolutely.
apply. Yeah.
And then my darling Lenka, how do we reach you to take classes at CMC or at your private lessons or anything else?
If you want to go through CMC, go on their website or go to the front desk or call the front desk. And then my personal cell phone for the art, it's 970-471-1135, and it's info@lenkasplace.com.
See, I think that's wonderful. So now we have all the information on how to reach you, ladies. What is the what do you benefit the most out of a class when you're done and you get the people that come in and they're unsure and uneasy and confused and scared and all the other good stuff? What do you get out of it by the end of the excitement?
You know, Liz, I am like a human person, right? I
Yes,
get
you
so
are.
much energy from
You
being
are a human
around.
person.
I get so much energy from people.
Yeah.
So when I'm painting and focusing on them to get the painting to some kind of stage when they can be happy and feel the happiness from the process of painting, then on the end I'm really happy when they are happy. Like when I have art camps and the little children, when they finish their paintings and they are so happy, and as well adults, right? It makes me very happy, and I just like want to continue and keep painting and teaching, because I love teaching.
Nothing better than to live your passion.
Right.
Right. And I think that you both are doing something that you enjoy. And the cool thing about both of your classes and organizations that you take care of, people can all of a sudden have a whole new outlook on life and maybe even change the course of their direction. I mean, I am one of those people that I've had many forks in the road, you know, but then there's other people that think, oh, this is what I want to do, but then they might take a course from you and be like, oh no, I have so many new ideas in my mind, and my ideas are open now. And there are just so many great things that we can do with our lives. You don't have to stick with one general idea, and you can get all of the help and information you need from the two of you, basically.
Yeah. FLTI has opened up many opportunities for our participants over the years. So
that's amazing, and people can end up running their own business or doing their own programs or anything like that. So really, FLTI is a wonderful source for anybody that wants to get involved in that. And then, you know, you learn a lot about yourself, even if you're just taking a painting class, right? You learn a lot about yourself. You learn if you get self-frustrated and all the other stuff. I can't thank you ladies enough. You guys are beautiful and wonderful and magical, and you bring light to our community. Glenda and Lenka, you guys check it out today, and thank you for being my special guest here
Thank you
on Good Morning Vail on TVA.
Good morning, Vail. See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
I'm Amy Goodman, host of Democracy Now! Our independent news hour offers diverse